This is J. Peteranetz, Mile High Comics with Groovey.TV. What are you watching?
Boom. Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here with J. Peteranetz here at the Mile High Comics Megastore. How the heck you doing, man?
Fantastic. Busy, but fantastic.
Dude, you're doing so much stuff. It's incredible. It blows my mind.
I'm trying. Prolific, man. I'm trying to be prolific.
And a teacher and all this other stuff, too.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yep.
So you're going to be at Denver Comic Con?
Yep.
What are you all promoting?
Well, we have Magician's Must Die number 5, the 5th and final, as it says right here. Issue.
The whole series has been amazing, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is the last one, so we're done. We have all 5 limited run. Okay. Chances are, if you want a full set, you better come to Denver Comic Con, because number 2 is running really low, and we do not reprint.
And this is it.
When it's gone, it's gone. Okay. So, yeah.
Right.
It's going to be awesome. It's
gonna be I've loved the whole series. Is there any sort of twists in number 5 here?
Let's see. So you'll have to read it for the twists. Come on, man. I can't give that up to you.
Well, you just admitted there's a twist.
Right. Well, oh, dang. You got me. Well, okay, so number 5, we get back to where we were in issue number 1, that initial fight scene. So we call back to that and have that initial and final confrontation with Dreyfus, the main villain, and then you get to see what goes from there. Has
the art evolved over the whole series?
It is improved significantly, if you ask me. Okay. Looking back at issue number 1 versus here, I think the color's a little bit crisper. They're a little bit cleaner. The lines are much crisper. I'm playing a lot more with some really fun camera angles. Nice. So you'll see some really cool shots in here, and a couple that I finished and just went, that's cool. So that's starting to evolve a bit, so that's good.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. What else are you going to be having at your table?
Well, I will have some more of those Colorado horror animals. Remember a couple years ago I had the Jason Bear and the Freddy Horse? Yeah. Okay, so this year I'm going to have the dancers outside the Denver Center as Ghostface and Slenderman. Okay. You know the yellow stair statue at the south side of downtown? The really big one? Okay, so that's going to be Pinhead's puzzle box. And if I can get around to it, I'm going to do another Jason Bear from inside the convention center, looking down on patrons. So that's going to be if I can get to it, though, because I've got tons going before Denver Comic Con. So
yeah, what else are you working on?
There's going to be a 4-page comic in the souvenir book. That is actually the annual report for Denver Comic Con, which I did. That was written by Tone Ellis at Pop Culture Classroom. Yeah. And
that's super cool. Yeah. Good job, Tone.
Yeah, he did a really nice job on it. So it's a very fun little issue. Talks, just all about what the Denver Comic Con and Pop Culture Classroom do. Gives a little tour of both sides of the organization, which is really neat. I was discovered by a anthology, or a company that's doing an anthology up in Canada called Thought Balloons. So I'm going to have 3 pages in there, which I get to work on when we're done here. And then a buddy and I are working on a comic called Broderick, which is a 1940s noir mob gangster comic. Noir. Dark. Deceptive. Detective. Noir. But we're going to have a 4-page preview of that available.
That word only has 4 letters, and you made it like a whole book right there.
Well, I mean, there's nothing better than she walked in and I could smell the perfume on her lips. As I turned around, the cigarette smoke escaped from that mouth like water escaping from a pipe. Wait, that's weird. That's why I don't write. That's why I draw.
Yeah, that was horrible. Call Tone.
Terrible. Horrid. That's why I'm the artist. That's why I have the pencil and the paper and the funny faces.
You're told what to do. Do this. Don't use your own mind.
Yeah. I don't know. So we're going to have a 4-page preview of that, and we're going to be pitching that around to the publishers that are there this year and then beyond after we're done with that. And I just got confirmed on 3 covers for Action Lab Comics for their comic Action Lab Dog of Wonder, which is a really cool all-ages kids book about a Labrador Retriever who's a superhero and how he saves the canine population.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Right on. So it's a very, very fun and very cool book. One of my students at the Art Institute is doing the interiors, and I'm doing some alternate covers for him.
Right on. You are a busy, busy man.
Trying.
Can you still do the card tricks?
I can still do the one that I know from last year because I haven't had time to learn anymore. Okay. So you can still do the little fans.
We'll just edit that out.
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
I embarrass myself on a daily basis. This isn't anything different.
I'm on an hourly basis, so it's all good.
Ask my kids, and it's probably more like an hourly basis. Let's see. Let's get those back. How does that go? Like that. There we go.
Dun, da, da, da.
Dun, da, da, da. Yeah, see, so I can still do those.
That's awesome.
Fans. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's more than I can do.
Yeah, well, and you got the card on the camera again, so that's good.
All right, now I know I asked you where you like your number of the booth kind of thing, but do you have like a general area you can tell us where we're going to be at?
I'll be up in Merchant Mesa in the 200 rows,
Okay.
and we're 3 islands back on the front side of the 3rd island.
Okay.
So walk in the front doors, find the 200s, and then we're right there.
Boom.
Yep. So we're right up front. It's basically the same spot we were last year, just on the other side of that little island and forward a booth, which is great. So nice high traffic, hopefully just rolling and throwing and killing again this year, man.
Very cool.
Just make it happen.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks, Groovy.
Cheers. This is Groovy. I'm here with Jay Peteranetz.
Much better than last year.
I've had a year to practice. Mile High Comics Megastore, talking about Denver Comic Con. Bye.